Promoting Physical Activity with Adults Living with Spinal Cord Injury. Created and narrated by me, Stephanie Holberg. The objectives of this video are to answer 5 questions. What are the components of health and wellness? How does physical activity promote it? What are the current guidelines for physical activity? Are they appropriate for every adult with spinal cord injury? And what questions can help a person discover the right physical activity for them? Health and wellness is more than just the absence of disease. It incorporates physical health related to bodily function like sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Mental health relates to cognitive function like learning new skills, knowledge, and cultural identity. Emotional health relates to identifying, managing, and understanding one's emotions. Spiritual health is not necessarily religious, but can relate to connecting with a higher power, land, ancestors, the natural world, or a deeper connection with others and yourself. How does physical activity promote health and wellness for adults living with spinal cord injuries? In physical health, cardiovascular function, bone and muscular adaptations, and respiratory function all enhance with physical activity. Physical activity enhances mental health through nurturing relationships and developing skills and knowledge. Emotional health is enhanced with improved quality of life, connection with others, and managing stress. Physical activity can enhance connection with community, nature, and involvement in traditional and cultural practices. What are the recommendations for physical activity for adults with spinal cord injury? Current Canadian guidelines from 2011 and 2016 recommend 2 to 3 times per week of moderate to vigorous intensity exercises of 20 to 30 minutes at a time, and that could include locomotion like walking or wheeling, sports, or traditional land and water-based activities like canoeing, hunting, harvesting, fishing, and dancing. Current Canadian guidelines recommend twice a week of strength training of 70 to 80% of your 1 repetition maximum, 10 reps with 3 sets of each major muscle group, and that could include body weight exercises, but that with weights like dumbbells, bands, machines, or others. Are these recommendations appropriate for every adult with spinal cord injury? Physical activity guidelines are intended to provide recommendations to reduce risk factors associated with chronic diseases in those over 12 months since their injury, as well as to improve physical capacity and muscular strength, but it entirely depends on the individual and their unique injury. General physical activity guidelines are culturally irrelevant and unsafe for Indigenous peoples. Instead, an approach centered around family and community is more aligned with the values and teaching of many Indigenous communities in Canada. What questions can help a person discover the right physical activity for them? Within physical health, questions like, what does being healthy mean to you? Which physical activities make you feel empowered? Which ones make you feel energized or calm or recovered? What activities do you enjoy doing with others? To strengthen one's mental health, what are some relevant knowledge and skills that you seek? Who are your role models and mentors? What have you learned from them? With whom do you want to learn more from? For emotional health, how do you talk to yourself? Would you say the same things to your best friend? What makes you feel respected? What does your pain mean to you? And what do you do when you have pain? For spiritual health or connectedness, how do you celebrate your achievements and successes? When observing your daily practices without judgment of yourself, what do you notice? How does your community connect? And how are you involved? You have a lot to offer, so try lots of things and see what works best for you. If you live in British Columbia, these are some resources you can use to explore more, and definitely connect with your community and local care providers to find out more. Thank you for your valuable contributions, Dr. Miles, Devin, Darnell, Kelly, and Katie.